Hi, Kathy here from Kathy's Cute Creations.
I'm sorry, she won't stop licking
I
me.
forgot where I was at. Okay.
You forgot where you're at? We're at home.
Alrighty. So clearly I've been missing in action. And so this short, I don't know if it's going to be short, how long it's going to be, video
Boy.
is going to tell why. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this live so you could ask questions or if I just wanted to do it taped. But since Megan's here today, I thought that I'd go ahead and tape and then give you a little bit of her perspective of what happened.
You guys can put questions in the comments and then we can answer that on a different video.
Right, if you want to. So anyway, how many weeks has it been now? Been over 4 weeks. Hasn't been 6 weeks, but it's been 4 weeks.
It was in February.
No, it was in March. March. Okay, so I had a little bit of a scare. I got up just like normal, you know, do my normal routine in the morning and went to work. And my manager was at work a little bit early. And I told her that she asked me how I was doing, which I thought was kind of weird, but we ask each other all the time, you know, how are you doing today? You know, all that. And
so it wasn't really an out of the blue question.
No, right. It wasn't. So I told her that it's funny that she asked, and I said, for some reason, I feel like my tongue became wider in my mouth because it was scratching on the left-hand side of my teeth, and I thought that I was scratching up my tongue, and I had put my finger in my mouth and felt along my teeth thinking maybe I had something on it. I had eggs for breakfast, you know, and that was it. Didn't have anything else.
Allergic reaction.
Or yeah, but I couldn't think of anything that I'd eaten that wasn't normal. So she asked me to smile, and so I smiled for her, and she said, you got something going on. She said, you got a little bit of slurred speech, and you are drooping on the left-hand side of your mouth, which, of course, I didn't feel any of this. I could still feel the side of my mouth. You know, I put my tongue out there and felt it and all that. So she said, do you want to go to the doctor or do you want me to call an ambulance? And I said, well, let me call the doctor. So the doctor, actually the receptionist answered the phone and she said they said to call 911 and get straight in. And so the ambulance came and got me, took me to Sinai Hospital. And by the time I got there, the symptoms were gone, but they went ahead and did a whole bunch of tests. So first thing that they do, and this is what they said that I had, and I can't remember the name of it, but they said I'd had a stroke, and it's got a specific name. You remember what it was called? It was
a very small one. I thought it
started with
a T.
Okay, well, I thought it started with an S. I don't know what the name of it is, but it doesn't make any difference.
Okay, we could both be wrong for that.
The point is, now they become detectives because they start asking lots of questions, just like they asked when the ambulance came.
We only got notified, me and your daughter, when you were on the way to the hospital.
Yeah, after the ambulance had gotten there, that's my my boss called,
and we didn't know what had happened until we got there.
Yeah,
so we were just told, hey, you guys need to go to the hospital.
But anyway, so they did. They asked questions like, you know, what runs in your family, that kind of thing, because that's what they're trying to figure out. If it's something that's hereditary, and because your family, parents, siblings, grandparents, whatever, had it, that you're susceptible to it.
Yeah.
So, anyway, from the ambulance, by the time I got there, even the ambulance people with the ambulance couldn't see the full effect of anything. It was already gone by the time they got there. And I want to think that they got there like in 15 minutes. Now, of course, I don't know if this was happening on the way to work, because that's when it felt like my tongue was acting up on me. Probably. And I'm like 20 minutes from home. But anyway, so they went through all this stuff about what they do for you when you have this kind of stroke is, and they might do it if y'all have had any kind of stroke or any family member that you know of, they test your strength in both your hands. So they put their 2 fingers out and you squeeze as hard as you can. They have you put your arms out. They push on them to see if you have any strength.
By the way, this woman has the grip of a gorilla with her hands.
But anyway, so everything turned out fine, okay, just like I had not had it, but they knew that I had it. Yeah. So they're trying to figure out what's causing it. So, of course, you know, this is where you get all your different tests and things. So they did like EKG, MRI, CT scan, and whatever they used, and I don't know which this is, but I was in there. If y'all have ever had a was it the one that puts you in the machine? What's that one?
That's the CT scan.
CT scan. If you've ever had a CT scan, oh my gosh, you need earplugs. That noise is so loud. That is almost like being inside a church bell. And I'm not even exaggerating. You cannot even hear anything. And if you can't block out the noise, it is deafening to you. But anyway, and they ended up having to do that twice. Not because I didn't move, because of something with that machine. Because it was like a 15-minute total scanning of some sort. But they check for, they take blood, so they're checking all your different things like your cholesterol, your everything, all of the different stuff. They did some kind of test, and I don't know what the name of it was, where they took a sonogram of my throat up here, okay? And then somehow they didn't inject any kind of dyes or anything, but they checked my blood vessels, okay? My arteries, all that kind of stuff to see if I had some kind of a blockage that had caused it. Just about everything you could think of. And the sonogram also was across my chest. They did a sonogram across that. Like I said, I don't know what the name of that was.
Not the EKG?
No, it was not, I don't know what it was. It had
just
to do with the
another one?
sonogram. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
So the EKG,
They gave me so many
the
things. It was
MRI,
crazy.
CT scans.
Yeah. Well, the
Well,
one
they
thing.
wanted to make sure it wasn't affecting anything else still.
Right. Well, they wanted to make sure that it wasn't due to the heart or the thinning of the blood vessels, all that kind of things. So what they think happened, because they could not figure out why it happened, is that they think, because it happened in my head, is what they're saying. They think that yeah, it's all in my head. They think that a small artery broke, okay? And because it affected the left-hand side, they think it broke on the right-hand side. Now, they don't know why, because, you know, they ask, did you have any kind of migraines, headaches?
They asked a bunch of stuff, so.
Everything that you could think of, they asked. And all the answers are no. I mean, they want to know if you smoked, if you drink.
Miss Goody Two-Shoes over here.
All kinds of stuff. But the one thing they didn't ask, which I found kind of weird, is they didn't even ask me what I was eating. Okay,
Because it wasn't an allergic reaction.
No, but they want to put you on a diet. I mean, the first thing they want to do is they want to stick you on a diet, because they don't even know if your diet caused it, but they didn't ask me what I ate. So the first thing they tell me is go with low salt. You know from this one right here, and she'll attest to it, I don't put salt in anything.
She doesn't season anything.
Absolutely nothing. If the salt isn't in it, I'm not eating it. I'm not adding. I've never added salt to anything, because I can taste salt in everything.
Her, when she makes chicken, it's the same color as her cheeks. No seasoning. Straight chicken.
But anyway.
Not me.
So then they wanted me, and they did take my blood sugar, because my mother is diabetic, and she had a brother and a sister.
Brother?
Brother. Anyway, a brother and sister. But when they took my finger, my blood sugar was low. It was not high. So they were fine with that. So they said they want a low salt and a low fat diet. So the diet that when I went to do the sonogram thing, on the wall, the door, so they had the door was open to the room, and on the door it had, which I recognize this diet, it was called the DASH diet. If anybody's ever heard of the DASH diet, it's sort of like a Mediterranean type diet. Well, before that, this happened on a Monday, and on Saturday I had just went shopping, because I was starting
Saturday before. Slow down.
So I was going based on a book that I had, because I was doing a little cleaning, and I found a book called A Pound of Cure.
Yeah, you gotta read the
and
notes.
So, yeah, I had to make sure I read it right. So that's the diet I had put myself on all day Sunday, and then this happened on Monday. But anyway, it's mainly fruits, vegetables, and any kind of meat would be grass-fed meat. Your chickens are free-range chickens.
Organic.
They want you to have real butter, not lard, not margarine.
You can make your own butter.
Well, anywho. So anyway, I just thought it was funny that they put me on a low salt, low fat, when I hadn't even been eating that much fat or salt. So that really didn't change anything in my diet. I just pushed more fruits and vegetables.
If anybody, I'd be the one that would have to go on a low sodium diet.
Sodium diet, yeah. So
Salt
anyway,
sodium?
since I never saw myself in the mirror, so I never saw this, okay? Everybody else experienced it and saw it. And
Well,
to
not me.
me,
I didn't
well,
see
you
it.
didn't see
And I
it.
felt guilty for that.
Well,
But we'll get to
but
that.
so, which I never gave it much thought. I think about it now. So now that it's all said and done, it felt like it wasn't even real because since I didn't see it, I didn't feel like it was happening to me. I mean, I couldn't feel it myself on the inside.
Except the tongue.
Well, yeah, I could feel that, but I didn't see, I didn't look in the mirror to see that my face was drooping, but all the people out at work
I think you're the
saw
only
that.
person that doesn't look in the mirror before they leave for work.
Well, the mirror's upstairs in the bathroom. When I comb my hair and brush my teeth, I look in the mirror, but after that, I don't look in the mirror because there's no more mirrors in the house.
You don't steady yourself. You have your phone.
Anywho, well, I
some
never think
selfies.
about it. But anyway, so I didn't feel like it was a scare. And they didn't say, watch it, you might have another one, because they really couldn't pinpoint it and tell me why I had it. So it's not like
Well, no.
I could have done something different. It was going to happen no matter what.
The one nurse, Bernard, he did say to watch out.
Well, yeah, but they'll all
But-
caution you because if something happened to you once, they believe that it can happen to you more than once.
I know, but I was talking to him aside, and he was telling me what to watch out for.
Secrets. They had secrets going on.
Gotta make sure the patient's happy and healthy.
But anyway, so I was never like confined to my bed. The only thing that they changed about me was that I went on high blood pressure medication because my blood pressure, when they took it each time they took it, it was something different.
Spike.
I've got the white coat syndrome too with the blood pressure thing going on.
White. Oh.
Yeah,
no,
where
no,
spike.
no,
Oh
you're
yeah.
good.
hmm
You're good.
So anyway, of course, when I come home, my blood pressure is nothing like it is when I go to the doctor.
Yeah.
And because I have to have a large cuff, they think that I got high blood pressure. The first thing they do is they pump that up to like 200, which I'm telling you right now, if y'all have ever had one pumped up in your arm, they hurt like the dickens. And the higher you pump it, the higher my blood pressure is going to be. That's just normal. For me, it is anyway. So, and I've tried to get them to only go up to like 150, pump it to 150, and then try to do oh, no, we got to go higher. It's like, you know what? Nobody wants to listen to the patient. God forbid the patient knows anything, y'all.
Anyway.
Okay. Anyway, so now I watch my blood pressure, and it's the lowest it's been since they put me on blood pressure medicine. I have not had a follow-up. I get one next week. I believe it was like 95/70, which I know is not right. And so it's hanging around the 110, 114. So, and my pulse is low. So I don't know if they have to regulate that. But they did say that my cholesterol was up. Now, up meaning it was like 259. And of course, I don't know what it was before that. I don't have anything for a base to know if it was higher and it went lower. I have no clue. So when they tried to put me on that medication, and I've since stopped taking that medication because that medication, you took it once at night, and I got up and I went into the bathroom, and when I stood in the bathroom at the sink, my entire right side went numb. And that I felt. My entire body went totally numb. So
I was not aware of that until you just said that.
It happened 5 times. And I said, you know what? Don't think
And
I'll
you
be taking...
didn't think to tell somebody?
I quit taking the medication. So that's me listening to my body. I quit the medication.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, now on this medication that I was taking, it says side effect is stroke, heart attack, a whole bunch of negative things to your body. So that's one of those things that's going to happen to me. So I figured that my diet is what's going to help my cholesterol go down. So I'd rather have it go down naturally through my diet because I don't have a problem eating the right food. I don't have to have ice cream. I don't have to have cookies. I don't have to have chips. I don't have to have any of that stuff. So eating fruits and vegetables and fish, because I like fish, I like shrimp, I like salmon, and those kind of things.
I think they know what fish is.
Yep, so that's the kind of fish I like. So all that kind of stuff is the good stuff for me. So that's what I've been doing for the past month, more or less. So how shocked were you? Were you shook up? They were all in tears and everything.
Were we?
Yeah, you were.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah. It's like, hurry up and go home and make a will. Will, Grandma. Make a will. Come on, let's get that done. Get all your stuff in order. Give me all your passwords. Write them on a piece of paper.
I wasn't the only one that said that, to be
I know.
fair.
You and your mother both. Yeah, we need the passwords. We need this. We need this.
Just have it written down. We don't need to know it. Just write it down somewhere.
I'll make you go through this whole house to find all that stuff.
Gosh, please don't. Please don't.
That'll be my last joke for you.
I'm gonna have somebody come in and just take everything out. Set the paperwork aside.
Well, so then what I was going to say is that after all of this is said and done and I come home, all of a sudden I question everything that I do.
Yeah, she did.
Oh my
You know
gosh.
how fast that got annoying?
It's like, and it's sort of like, well,
But she's like,
he's over there. That cat is over there. God knows what he's doing. He's licking plastic or something.
he's biting it.
He's, Leo, stop it. Yeah, you. We're talking to you. You don't need to eat plastic. Look at him ignoring me. You might have to go over there and get him away from that plastic, honey.
It'll be alright.
Okay. Well, anyway.
At the end of the video, no. Because, hold on.
Yeah.
This is bothering me.
I don't know why that cat likes plastic
boy.
so bad.
Oh, gosh.
He must be lacking something in his diet.
I don't know.
Well, anyway, so then I question everything. I mean, not just what I eat, but am I eating too much of it? Do I need to eat less? But I have found that
Ooh. You just burped. I'm sorry.
that when you quit eating all the sweets and all that kind of stuff, that, well, in my case anyway, when I quit eating all of that, then I'm not hungry for anything. I'm not hungry for any meals or anything. So then I have to make myself eat something. But that's all I just wanted to come up and tell you about. I didn't know if,
Yeah.
I mean, I know y'all realize that I haven't been on a while. So she and I have sat here and we've made, how many videos did we just make? 3 videos?
You're not supposed to tell them it was all on the same day.
What does it make any
There
difference?
was hair and makeup changes with every single video.
We did like 3 videos.
For the last 3 days, we made one video for each day.
We just sat and did 3 or 4 videos trying to get totally caught up because I'm so far behind because I was trying to take care of myself. So anyway, it's all out there for everybody to hear. If you got any questions or you have any advice, I mean, if anybody's been through this already and got some advice, I'll listen
You
to
ready
it.
for this?
Yeah.
You asked what me and Mom felt, and then you just kept talking.
Well,
I
you
didn't
said
get to say anything.
Okay,
Get
go
your
ahead.
paws
You're
off
up.
my
You
knee.
can say something.
Well, I didn't know what you were going to ask. Cause I thought you were going to ask something.
Just in general. Other than y'all wanting my passwords.
No, I got a text that said emergency, call me or answer the phone or something. Because I was asleep. Because I was off that day.
Is that when I was trying to buy you something somewhere?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that was then.
What?
Was that?
No, that was a birthday thing. That wasn't.
It wasn't from me then.
What are you talking about?
But you just said you got something about an emergency or something.
A text from my mother
Oh,
that said
that's the kind of...
she texted 911 or something. I was like, okay. So
That's
I
how she
called her.
contacted you. Oh,
That's
okay.
how she got
I
my
never knew
attention.
this.
I was gonna roll over because I thought it was somebody else texting me. But
Uh-huh.
I was like, I saw the 911. I was like, oh great, what happened this time? Because I was thinking the car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or the one out front, either one. But nope, she was like, we gotta go right now. Come over in like 15 minutes. I was like, okay.
So
What's going on? And
she
she was
didn't tell
like,
you anything.
it's your grandmother. She's in an ambulance. She just called me. She was so nonchalant. I was like, okay. So I don't know what's going on, but I heard hospital. I'm like, oh God, she's dying. That was my first. I was like, please don't let her die.
Yeah.
But no, I was fine until we saw you, and I was like, ugh.
All I was doing was laying in a hospital
But-
bed.
That's because we weren't told what was going on.
Ah, okay.
So both of us were like, is it life or death? Is it you broke something? Did you fall downstairs? Did the elevator drop with you in it?
Oh my gosh.
Did you get pricked by something at work? I don't know.
Y'all think about the worst things.
I mean, you kind of have to when somebody just goes, she's at the hospital. And you called, you were like, I'm going in an ambulance now. I just thought I would let you know. That was the call. Just very simple. I'm in an ambulance. Just thought I would let you know.
Well, I didn't feel, that's because it was nonchalant to me. I wasn't feeling like it was a life-threatening
Clearly
thing.
you weren't feeling half your body either.
Oh, and then, so here, let me tell you what they said.
Oh, I'll hear some more
They
stuff.
said, which is, I wished I had known and been prepared for it. He said, spell the word world backwards. And I'm thinking, why couldn't he pick a sewing word? That's all I could think about.
Because you didn't have a sewing shirt on.
Well, anyway, that's because I had my work shirt on.
Spell rotary blade backwards.
No, that's 2 words. But anyway, so of course I spelled it wrong.
He just looked over at us. He was like, okay.
And then when I was telling everybody at work, they all spelled it wrong too. The same way I did. The same exact letters. I went, see, there's nothing wrong with y'all.
Because you went DLORW. Wow.
Something, yeah. I think I got the R and the something mixed up, but that was funny. Oh my gosh, that was.
Yeah. At least he didn't try to have you say the alphabet backwards.
Oh, forget that. I can't say the alphabet.
ZYXW.
No. But all I could think is just, why don't you ask me to spell the word sewing?
How are they supposed to know that you can sew?
They don't.
I know.
Why'd they let me pick a word to spell backwards? I mean, anything.
Because if you pick a word, then you know how to spell it, and then that kind of defeats the purpose.
How about just picking a word to spell correctly?
What would you have spelled correctly backwards? Mom?
No. Don't spell it backwards. Why do we have to spell it backwards? That's my question. Who normally spells backwards? Nobody. Why should that be a test for anything? I'm sorry. What do y'all think?
They're trying to do your critical thinking skills to see if you were going to slow down and spell it or rush through. That's my assumption. My guess, not assumption. I'm guessing.
I think some other sort of test for critical thinking. Not spelling a word backwards. I'm sorry. That's just crazy.
You got some sharp teeth.
I don't know, but they could have asked me what my phone number was. Something like that.
Something off the floor, too.
I mean, everybody that walked in the room said, what's today's date? And I'm thinking, oh my God, if I have to tell the date again one more time.
Yeah, what was the date?
I wanted to say, y'all don't know the date? Well, here's the problem. They ask you, what is the date? But they don't know whether I wore glasses or not because I had already taken my glasses off.
Yeah.
And, in a hospital right there by the door, they got the day, the date, and the year on the wall. I could have just looked right at it and read it.
Did you?
No, I didn't need to because I already wrote on my paper at work. I knew what the day was.
See, that's something I wouldn't be able to do because I don't keep track of the date.
I
know that today is Sunday,
Uh-huh.
and it's 2023, and tomorrow's April 1st. That's it. But if tomorrow, May 1st. If tomorrow, well, dang, I don't know that either. But no, if tomorrow wasn't the beginning of the month, I wouldn't know that today is the 30th.
But didn't you look at it on your phone today at one time?
That doesn't mean I'm looking at the date. I'm seeing if I have notifications. I check the time and notifications.
Oh, all right.
And then maybe sunset.
Okay, well, when I bring the schedule up every day, I bring it up and make sure that the date is correct. I know, he's rubbing all over my elbow. I don't know what's wrong with
and then
it.
he's got this tail up here.
I don't know.
Oh, that's my arm.
Well, I guess that's all I got to say. I don't know what else to say. Otherwise, nothing else has changed. I've just been taking it easy. Getting ready to get back in the sewing.
And why are you pushing it off? That's so mean. Oh, baby.
Well, and so since this one's going up before all the rest of them went up, I am doing the Fort Worth Fabric Studio table runner that's coming up. Okay? Just to let y'all know. That's it for today. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching. Like I said, if you got any questions, ask me. And if you got any advice, diet-wise or anything else, let me know. Appreciate it.
Put your questions in the comments, and if there's enough questions, we'll do a video.
Yeah. We can do a live video, you and me.
For 2 questions?
Well, no, if they have
more
exactly.
Questions.
Otherwise, we'll just answer all the questions.
Oh, yeah, you pick. Do you want us to do a live with questions or a sit-down video?
Whatever.
That's what I say. Give them the option.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let us know.
We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.